what I'm saying? Let's encourage each other, okay? It's a great day. When I tell y'all a great day, I mean it's a great day to play baseball, bro.
Big deal, 1, 2, 3.
All right, I'm Devin Barnes, and I'm back again. We here again for season 3, home of the Cutters. You already know Barnes Academy here in Alexandria, Louisiana. Excited to get going for another season. So leading up to the season, I'm very confident. We got some new faces when you look around. We got Dillinger Willis, who, you know, we brought him on. He's going to be behind the plate for us. We got Trey Guillory. He came off of the LA Storm. He's going to be a great asset to the team. And then we picked up lefty Bryson Hawk, who played on 5-star last year. He's a good lefty arm, and he's going to be a good lefty bat for us. So, I mean, we're going to look a little different this year as far as, you know, just appearance. But, you know, like I'm very confident in the new team that we have, that we're putting out a good product. You know, we've been working really hard, been practicing really hard, just, you know, trying to get them acclimated to, you know, the way we do things over here. I always feel confident that anywhere we go that, you know, we got the best team that's coming in. Everybody pitch on our team except Aiden and Ryan. You know, those two are really the only two that don't pitch that often. I mean, anytime you got guys like Liam, who he pitched game 1 Saturday, you know, I mean, pitched a complete game. Anytime you got guys that can come out at a high level and do that, I mean, on a Saturday, then, you know, you're doing something right for sure. So, like, a motto that I really use is, you know, I play the game one way. You know what I'm saying? No matter the opponent, no matter the opposition, no matter what, you know, you play the game one way. And the way I always break it down to them is, you know, I always compare everything to, like, Alabama. You know, I tell them, you know, Alabama, when they play UAB, when they play Northwestern State, when they play, you know, those schools that they supposed to beat 60-0, they beat them 60-0 because they play the game one way. You know what I'm saying? And I really harp on, you know, playing the game one way. So, you know, I live by that, and everything is, you know, if you play the game one way, then ain't no time to ever play the game different way, because you only know one way, and that's hard. You know, I play the game hard. In the first game, you know, we came out swinging, which is important. I mean, anytime you put a 12 runs in a game, I mean, that tells you that you're doing something good. The most impressive thing was Liam. Liam came out, and I told him, you know, before the game, I was like, hey, you know, that game 1 Saturday spot's open. We need a game 1. We need a tone setter. I said, hey, you win the spot today, you know, and he came out. Game 1 through, you know, five complete. I think he only allowed 3 hits, had like 7 or 8 Ks. So, I mean, anytime you can get that type of productivity from a starting pitcher, not having to bring nobody in from the pen or anything like that, I mean, hey, you know what I'm saying? You know it's going to be a good day, you know, and then, you know, we were catching barrels all day. I mean, Liam, he helped himself, you know, a collar hit a couple. Bryce, you know, everybody was just swinging it. You know, Deuce, everybody swung it well. Yeah, Dillinger. Man, like I say, you know, Dillinger, he's new to the team. But, I mean, the thing that I like about Dillinger is, you know, he's just impressive in the way that he takes pride and, you know, wanting to be good. He's not afraid to say, hey, coach, you know, I don't understand, or, hey, coach, you know, he's a very humble kid, and he wants to be good. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you get a kid that has the talent, but don't have the want to, he's one of those kids that he's got the talent and he's got the want to. So, I mean, that's always good to have somebody like that. And we just take a lot of pride in running bags, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, swiping bags, I mean, that's one of them things that, you know, on the next level, you know, that's just, you know, like, that's a gift. In order to take bags, you got to get on base. And, you know, a big thing that I implemented this year was, you know, quality at bats. You know what I'm saying? I talked to them a lot about having quality at bats.
Get in the box, 12 straight fastball fires because we're not getting in the box ready to hit. It's not because he's throwing hard, dude's throwing 61. Get in there ready to hit, man. Let's go, 6 on 3, 1, 2, 3.
And what a quality at bat consists of is, you know, you can have number 1 is a 5-pitch at bat. That's considered a quality at bat. Squaring the ball up, you know, hitting the ball hard in a hitting count, which is like a 2-0 count, a 3-1 count, 1-0 count. I mean, quality at bat also include, you know, runner in scoring position, laying a bunt down, you know, getting a bunt. So, I mean, I'm keeping up with that this year. And I think it's going to make them compete more in the box. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to make them want to hit and make them want to get those quality at bat points. Was it a good start? Yes and no. I say yes because, I mean, Saturday we came out, we handled business. We were the 1 seed. Sunday we came out, game 1, and we lost. You know what I'm saying? We had, a collar on the mound. I mean, the first inning, I think they strung like 4 hits back to back to back, and I mean, they just had the momentum. And they never let it go. Even when we would battle back and score 2, score 3, you know what I'm saying? They never let it go. They never let the momentum go. So, I mean, I do feel like it was a productive weekend just because our new guys, they're, like I say, trying to get acclimated with this environment. It's a different environment, especially when you're coming over here. So, do I think we did well? Yes. But do I think we need to do better? Yes, I do think we need to do better as well. I'm never satisfied. I ain't even talk to nobody when we lost. I ain't even say nothing to the team. I just headed on home. I let Trey talk to him after the game. I just saw disappointment in some of the boys' eyes. So to me, that just told me that, they genuinely care. You know what I'm saying? So do I think it's going to motivate them? Of course, because, I mean, anytime you're the 1 seed and you get beat first game on Sunday, I mean, nobody wants that. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel like they got the motivation now. You know what I'm saying? We got a big 38 team tournament coming up, all majors. So, I mean, in Houston. So, I mean, I think that was a good warm up to get ourselves ready for that. What do I think that we can improve on? I just think that we just mentally have to get better. And when I say mentally get better, I mean just do a better job of just, flushing out the bad at-bats, flushing out the errors, and just, playing the game, understanding that baseball is a game of failure, understanding that you are going to fail more times than you succeed, but it's really how you handle that failure. You know what I'm saying? It's not more so, I hit a ball and I suck, because baseball is really the only game you can hit a ball 103 miles off the nose right at somebody and get out. Does that mean you suck? No. And I think that that's the hardest part for young baseball players is understanding that you're going to fail. You know what I'm saying? But also, it's also hard for young people to accept failure. Nobody wants to accept that I'm failing. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's just one of them things it's here. You know what I'm saying? It's just mental. As long as you stay mentally in the game and as long as you stay mentally strong, then, I mean, you can go as long as you want in the game of baseball. I really stress, about being a good teammate. I told them a story about, the movie Top Gun and how Maverick and Hangman and Gunner, and how nobody wanted to fly with Hangman. Everybody wanted to be a gunner, you know what I'm saying, just because he always came back with his partner, So I always try to instill, just because you're not having a good game, make sure that your teammates having a good game. Make sure that your teammates uplifted, you know what I'm saying, because sometimes that's all it takes is just somebody knowing that somebody else believes in them. You can believe in you, but at the same time, you want somebody else to believe in you too. So anytime you got a buddy that's like, hey, bro, I got your back, you know what I'm saying, that'll make any kid feel good. That makes me feel good as a coach to know that I have kids that are so young, but they believe in each other. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, we're not the biggest, we're not the fastest, we're not the strongest. We don't have guys that just throw hard. We don't go out here paying guys. I mean, hey, look, bro, we just practice and we work hard, and we just trying to be the best team that we can be. I feel like everybody on our team has great work ethic. I feel like everybody on our team has an idea of what it takes, and it's just because like we've kind of instilled in them, the SEC mentality. I always just tell them, hey, look, bro, my goal is to get all you guys to the SEC, which is the highest level of college baseball that you can play. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you got to have good work ethic to be there. You got to have good work ethic to even be successful in anything. I mean, if you don't practice at anything, that's doctors, lawyers, teachers, whatever, you got to practice. You know what I'm saying? So your work ethic has to be there. So, I mean, obviously, I got my brother Trey. Trey, his son is on our team, Aiden. Me and Trey, we've been brothers our whole life. But I mean, we butt heads, but at the same time, there's nobody that knows, hitting the way that he does and the way that he breaks it down. I do think we have probably the best hitting coach in the country. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just saying that. I'm just saying that because of the caliber of guys that he worked with, and then based on the caliber of the guys that he worked with and the success that they have. So that makes us feel good. And then you got Coach Lowe. Coach Lowe takes pride in his outfield. You know what I'm saying? He takes pride in calling pitches and pitching. I've been working with Coach Lowe for a while. I really don't know what he teaches those guys, but whatever he's teaching them, it's working. You know what I'm saying? But we do tell them, make sure they're throwing through a cut, make sure that they're trying to get every baseball. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to get every baseball, then I mean, you ain't gonna short yourself. That's where it comes from. I play the game one way. Anytime you got guys around you that make your job easier, I mean, it's always a plus. Now that don't mean that I don't work. You know, I'm still out there. I'm the infield guy. Like that's what I enjoy. So I mean, but I mean, it's great to have those two guys there with me every step of the way. I'm telling you, man, they great help. The second game, I remember giving up some runs. It was a slower game. You know, we brought Deuce in late in that game. We only got to play 2 innings, first of all. So we played an hour and 30 minutes in 2 minutes. Deuce gets in the game. Deuce is a fast-paced guy. Deuce gets in the game. He grabs the ball. He's on the rubber. Like, that's him. That's just who he is. And, you know, they got upset. They were trying to hold time in the box, and he's pitching. It was just a whole bunch, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, at the end of the day, you know, we came out victorious, which is a plus, which is what you want, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, they weren't a bad group, you know what I'm saying? I think some things between me and the coaches kind of got a little misunderstood. Like I was just coaching my guy, you know what I'm saying? And that's how my guys play. They play with me, encouraging them to be great. They play with me, encouraging them to do, you know, little things and be important. Energy comes, you know, when you first get there, when you're excited to be there, stuff like that. And I know that second game, it was hard to keep the energy up because it was just such a slow game. It was just a slow pace, and, you know, but we did a great job of holding our composure, holding everything together, you know, and keeping energy, you know. And I try to stress on them that, you know, you can't wait till too late. You know, you jump out, you win games in the first inning. So as long as you're winning games in the first inning, then, I mean, you're not going to lose. You know, if you just keep that pressure, keep applying that pressure, it's going to be good. My philosophy on hitting is, hey, square the baseball up. You know, I'm a guy where I don't make guys choke up. I don't make guys spread out. I'm just more so, hey, hit the ball hard. You know what I'm saying? And, I mean, I've always been like that, you know, from high school, because, I mean, that was the type of guy I was. I didn't try to do too many complicated things in the box. It was just barrel to the baseball, and that's what I preach. Hey, get the barrel there. You know, whether you have to do this or whether you have to do that, that don't matter to me. It's just about getting the barrel to the baseball. So, I mean, that's my philosophy, is get the barrel to the baseball. And Cruz has really developed into just a freak, man. He just grew out of nowhere. Coach Lowe is his dad. His dad's not huge. His mom's not huge. And here he comes. He's going to be about 6'2", 6'3". So, I mean, he has developed. And the main thing was, like I told him, get the barrel to the ball. And he got the barrel there, and he smashed it, you know. So, you know, that's important, too. When we were 7 and 8 years old, and we started playing live on him, you know, that was one of the things that we implemented, is not moving in the box. Getting in the box, like getting hit, has to be the least thing of your worries at this point. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, if you're worried about getting hit, then you're not going to hit. You know, it's a pitcher's job to get you out. His job is not to hit you. When he hits you, that makes his job harder. Right? Because now he's got a guy on first base now instead of trying. So, I mean, they got to understand that, you know, like hitting gets intentional when you're in high school and when you're in college. But, I mean, when you're this age, they're trying to get you out. So when they hit you, it's like, hey, happy birthday.